Hi everyone, my name is Amber, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be telling you about my Reading Rush TBR. The Reading Rush takes place every year. It used to be the Booktubeathon and I kind of miss it being called that, but that's besides the point. This is taking part this year in 1 week from today, as you're seeing this video. I'm hopefully going to be doing daily reading vlogs for it, but if there's not enough happening then I might do like daily, is that even a word? I might do every other day is what I'm trying to say here, but we'll see how it goes at the time. So please subscribe if you want to see reading vlogs from me. I would really appreciate a like on this video as well. But anyway, onto the TBR. There are 7 prompts as always, and the first one is to read a book with a cover that matches the colour of your birthstone. My birthstone is topaz. From doing some research, I think topaz stones can be all sorts of different colours, but when I think of topaz, I think of topaz blue. So I'm going to pick a blue book to read. I have a couple of options for this, and also this TBR isn't going to be like entirely set because I'm trying to mood read more in July, and so I'm just going to see what I feel like. I'm going to give you a couple of options for each of these prompts. For a blue book, I'm going to choose either The Last Astronaut, which is adult science fiction. I actually really like this cover, it's really pretty. Or I'm going to choose The Cabin on Soldier Hill, which is an e-arc that I received, and there's a little bit of blue there. It's a bluish cover. The second prompt is read a book that starts with the word the. And for this, I wasn't sure if it meant the title or the actual book starting with the word the. So again, I've got The Last Astronaut, The Haunting of Sunshine Girl, which was on my July TBR, The Obelisk Gates, which was also on my July TBR. I'm actually going to have a quick look through all of these books and see if any of them do start with the, and then they can be my the book. Okay, so the first sentence of the Book of M is the end of Aura's world began with a deer, so we've got the and then the. The Obelisk Gate doesn't, nor does The Haunting of Sunshine Girl, and then nor does The Last Astronaut. So maybe for this one I will pick up the double hitter that is the Book of M, which is one I am really looking forward to reading. This is about kind of a pandemic, I think, or a virus that goes around, and the chapters are also really short. So I'm going to talk to my friend Kayla, who I'm meant to be buddy reading this with, and maybe we can start this one that week. Or I might pick up The Haunting of Hill House, because that leads me nicely into prompt number 3, which is to read a book which inspired a movie that you have already seen. I have a problem with this prompt because I read books before I see movies, and I cannot think of many films that I've seen recently without having read the books first. There are a bunch of old ones like The Exorcist, Amityville Horror, Jaws even, but I didn't really want to read any of those. So I've picked a TV show, and that is The Haunting of Hill House. And so I'm going to read the book, and then I'm also going to watch the show again because I watched it a year and a half ago. I think it was Christmas 2018, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to rewatch it, read the book, and also wait in anticipation for the second season to come out, which I think is like The Haunting of Blair Manor or something like that. So I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know if it's going to be anything like the TV show, but I hope that it is. My other option would have been reading the Witcher books, but I don't really want to read those anytime soon, so I didn't pick that. The fourth prompt is to read the first book you touch, which I will be doing, you know, on the day. I don't know if it will be kind of a random touch or if it will be a more preemptive touch. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Fifth challenge is to read a book outside your house, and if it's raining here, I'm just going to sit next to the window and read a book, or I don't know, play some foresty music from YouTube and pretend that I'm outside. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but hopefully the weather will improve and it will be quite warm so I can go and sit in my garden. Just as a side note, I think if you don't have a garden or you can't go outside for whatever reason, just sit near a window, play some music from YouTube and pretend you're out in the garden. You know, get creative with it, you don't have to go outside. Prompt number 6 is to read a book in a genre that you want to read more of. I want to read more horror this month and next because I want to do some horror recommendation videos. So The Haunting of Hill House, Cabin on Soldier Hill, and The Haunting of Sunshine Girl all meet that prompt. And finally, prompt number 7 is to read a book that takes place on a different continent to where you live. For me, that's going to be quite easy because I don't actually read many books set in the UK or in Europe, so I think I'm probably more likely to pick up a book that is set in the US. So for that challenge, I'm actually going to say that I can't pick up a book from North America or Europe because I read so many books from North America anyway. So what am I left with? I'm left with South America, Antarctica, which is unlikely, Africa, Asia, and Oceania. So I don't know what I'm going to pick for that yet. I'm just having a quick look through my shelves, and I do have a couple that are set or were written by people from Asia. So maybe Asia will be the one. Or I might just pick up a fantasy book because then it's not set on this earth. So it's not going to be set in North America or Europe at all. I don't know. Basically, I'm very unprepared for this TBR video. I'm really sorry. I thought I was going to be a lot more prepared than I am, but it turns out that I can just mix and match a lot of the challenges. So I think actually, if I do end up picking a fantasy book for this challenge, this prompt, I'm going to pick up The Way of Kings or Warbreaker. It very much depends on how fast I finish Warbreaker because I'm going to start start it this week as I'm recording this, which is the week before the reading rush. And then I'll be reading The Way of Kings with my friend Justine, but I don't know how much overlap there's going to be. So one of these will be a fantasy book that I might be reading. I definitely need to start this book on the 20th with Justine, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm really excited for this readathon. It's been a while since I've taken part in a readathon that I partake in daily because of everything that's been going on. I keep getting burnt out by readathons, but this one I'm hyped for. Like I said, I'm hopefully going to be doing daily reading vlogs. If not, they'll be every other day. Let me know what you're planning on reading for the readathon in the comments below, and I'll speak to you all in my next video. Thanks for watching, bye.